Hey guys, just what's going on? It's Askin Thunder coming at you with I don't even know. Anyways, we're just trying to take games that Wreckhausen, well, what I feel like Wreckhausen, put it on YouTube. So I'm trying a different format here, maybe a little commentary, try to show you what I'm thinking of in the time. Keep the map. Basically, we're just flying in here, fucking around. There's really not much to do in this part of the map. Like, you're really just picking where you want to go. Do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? Do you want to attack them? Do you want to be passive? Do you want to be a little bit in the middle? Do you want to follow your friendlies? You can see right here. This is when I start getting locked. Me and my friendly Su-33. And if you guys are wondering what that sound is, I'm running a sound mod. It's the pretty normal one. I'm pretty popular on Live Thought War Thunder. If you find it, type in sound mod. Should be. I think it's ISMW or ISWM, number 8. Anyways, sound mod, different sounds. Vapor trail up high. Not gonna fuck with that because this is an UpTier into 14.0 and I don't have box trees. So I know they're gonna come from the left or the right. I'm sorry. I know they're gonna come from here. This is where they always come from now. The new place. I'm using my ET to basically try to find like a heat signature. Just fuck around with it. And then I pop down into this valley with these two guys. After I see that guy on the left. And I know they're on the left. Or shit, I know they're on the right. I'm sorry. I know they're on the right. I know it's happening. So I pop up again. Because, like, well, they're right fucking there. And then, as I pop up, I see these two Kiefers. Well, there's one, there's two. So I shoot my ETs. And this is the thing with this plane. Is that in the F-16, in the F-15, and the F-16, you have two missiles. You have your Fox 3s. I'm talking about the 13.7s, not the 13.0s. I could do the 13.0s. You have your radar missiles and you have your IR missiles. And in this plane, it's no different. You have your radar missiles, you have your IR missiles. But you also have an IR missile disguised as a radar missile. And a lot of people don't realize how OP that is. Especially when you're looking at planes that are multiple kilometers away from you. That aren't gonna, like your R-73s. If I launch the R-73 at this thing, it's not gonna reach. They might get close, but they're not gonna reach. So, I shoot both of my ETs off here. But this guy realizes that the ET has been shot off. The problem is that he's a pack plane. He's an event plane, not a pack plane. He's an event plane, and he's an event player, and he doesn't realize that missiles kill people. So he eats this ET right in the fucking face, and so does the other guy. You don't really see it, but you can see the panic that is over there. So I have 2 kills now, and as I'm turning here, I realized you see 3 planes. Well, you see 2 here, but there's 3 planes. Pretty sure I realized that there's 3 planes. And you'll see the 3rd plane right now when he shoots that missile off at me. So you see him right there, shot the missile. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna not. There's 3 guys over there. There's a fucking Raphael right here. There's a Kiefer right here. And there's another Kiefer right here. And this guy, you see it on the replay that he's grayed out, like he's dead. But in the game, he was not grayed out. So I didn't know that he was dead. So I'm basically surrounded by like 7 people, all within 10 kilometers of me at this point. So at this point, I'm like, I need to leave. I need to bug out. So I pick the way I came in, which is usually where my friendlies are coming from. And I just head that way. This guy missiles me. If this was a derby, I would have died. But thank God. Thank God he's still grinding the fucking derby missiles and he has a python. So this python just gets flamed. Because if that was a derby missile, I would have died right there. Hands down. I shoot a radar missile at this guy. The radar missile does not see the mountain because it's a radar missile. So it eats the mountain. Or the hill. I'm in Florida, so it's a mountain. Everything's a mountain. I use the terrain to dodge that guy's missile because he's coming after me. Sorry, this is all happening really. I use the terrain to dodge the guy's missile. Turn around because he's not going to let me go. Realize that he's fighting my friendly end now. But that F-16, remember that F-16? Yeah, he's going to... Yeah. Really poor timing on his part. Just zero commitment, so I shoot the 73 at the F-16 and I lock the J-10 and shoot an R-27ER at him. So at this point I'm engaging two different enemies. The F-16 either doesn't realize that I've shot at him or just gives up, eats the 73. I multi-path into the ground and my R-27ER hits that guy, kills him, and his missile eats the ground. And that's 4 kills. And it really is that simple. Those two guys just got absolutely played. They chased me. I turned around, used the terrain. Unfortunately for that F-16, he did not keep fighting me. He turned around to go fight the other guy, which just gave me the freest missile shot. Like, a lot of these kills could just be luck. Because if that guy didn't turn around and he just kept going, I wouldn't have gotten the rear aspect R-73 shot. You know, if I didn't turn around, I wouldn't have killed the J-10. If I went to the EF-2000 and the Kiefer over there instead of turning around, I wouldn't have gotten those 2 kills. It's literally just chance. You have to put yourself in the right position, in the right scenario, and if you fuck up, you're gonna die. Which is pretty much top tier. Which is why this game is so ruthless. It's not forgiving. It's extremely unforgiving, and you have to learn the game like meta wise. And if the meta switches, you have to switch with the meta or else you're gonna die. And the meta right now really is just Fox 3 sitting above your airfield, spamming these missiles with your TWS, but that's the meta right now. This plane is really good in knife fights. And like that furball where there's so many missiles flying out, because you theoretically you can engage like 5 people. Shoot your 2 R-70, shoot your 2 ETs off, and then shoot some 73s and then lock somebody with an ER. That's like 5 people right there. If you count all of your, if you just shoot all your missiles, that's 5 people. You've launched 4 IR missiles and you've launched an 1 radar missile. So this thing is terrifying in the right scenario, because this thing also does not dogfight very well, which I think this meta isn't really about dogfighting. It hasn't really been about dogfighting since the ML has been out, like the sweep wings, maybe even the F-16. But even then, with radar missiles, it kind of makes it impossible to dogfight people because you can just kill people from across the map. But let me get back to the game. In my head, I've already killed 4 people. I'm not really paying attention to what this F-15 is doing. So in my head, I'm like, I don't want to kill this guy. I want the F-15 to kill him. I'm not looking for the kill. I'm just trying to slow him down so the F-15 can kill him. So I come over the hill, and at this point in my head, I'm thinking, I'm dead. I'm just dead here. He has me dead to rights. If he has a Fox 3, I'm fucking dead. I cannot dodge that right now. Thankfully, he doesn't. He's been fighting the whole game. So I just pull off of his nose, give it a little, I'd say a 30, 40 degree angle. Try to get him to pull after me. He doesn't. He realizes what's going to happen if he tries. There's a F-15 4 kilometers behind him. And he just leaves. Rightfully so. So I lock him up with my radar and I shoot in my last DR at him. And at this point in the game, I'm really just playing this out, but really the game's over. Like, the game is fundamentally over. I don't really do anything after this. I launched that missile. I missed on this MiG-15. This is an important part though that I did want to share. I shoot one IR missile at this bot, right? And as we're chasing this Eurofighter, he comes in and he kills one of our teammates. So he kills like, and I think it was the Su-33. So I kind of break off a little bit, come at him from a different angle, try to like juke him a little bit, and it kind of works here. The problem is, and I'm going to pause you here, I kind of like fucked it up. The problem is if you saw that, if I kept turning, if I just used my W key, my S key to turn, I probably would have got a way better shot on him than what I just shot here. But this is the scary part with the 14.0s, and this is what you need to be like, you need to understand is that in any scenario like 5 months ago, this would be a kill. This is 100% a kill. There is no way. I mean, he's already like already got a good 20 to 30 degrees on the missile. So yeah, like this literally does not. Yeah, but anyways, he dodges that missile. Eurofighter. He probably just does a quick barrel roll, popping flares, and that's enough. But anyways, I'm pre-chaffing, flaring, whatever. Just pressing that button, it pops both. And then I just leave because I'm not gonna fight a Eurofighter in an Su-27 because this thing can't even beat an F-15. I mean, like, I might be able to kill him, but he just flared my R-73 at literally 1 kilometer. And I only have one left, so I pretty much just leave. I'm not gonna fight him. He's terrifying to me, honest. But at this point, I do a little lag back because I'm thinking to myself, is he gonna come and fight me? Well, he doesn't. He turns around and he runs away. He should have. I would have. I don't know why he didn't. He's being very passive in one of the best, literally the best point in the game, against the 13.0 that came out a year and a half ago. Anyways, so I'm basically staying in the air here, not landing because I don't want my friendlies to get jumped. So just staying in the air, waiting for them to fucking, you know, get back into the air. Land. And really the game's over at this point. Like, there's only, it's a 3v3, yeah, but like at this point you have 2 American planes that are pretty much done, like, or not done, but like they have their missiles and shit. They're pretty much fully kitted out again, and they just launched. So I really don't know what I'm trying to say here. All I'm trying to say is that they have their missiles again. And good luck to the Kiefer C-10 that has to fight an F-15 on full missiles. So basically, long story short, the Kiefer eats a 9M there. I J out of my plane because nobody hit me. Because you can do that. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you can do that. I see the Kiefer here and I'm thinking, okay, I need to go fight him because he's basically coming for me. But what I don't realize is that the F-15's already shoved the 9M into his ass. And so that's 4 for that F-15. So me and that F-15 basically have 2/3 of the player kills on the enemy on our team. We both have 4 kills. My F-16 is well, no, that's the Gripen using 9Ms to kill the bots. And then he dies to a AIM-120 by the F-16C. So at this point, the game is over. It's that Eurofighter. I tell the people, Typhoon. I tell them it's a Typhoon. I'm getting pinged, and this is the main part. This is honestly one thing that I did want to kind of like explain to you guys. You see me here right now. I'm at like 1,300 meters because I want to be pinged. I want my RWR to get pinged. Because what does that tell me? That tells me exactly where the fuck you are. So he's off a little bit to my left. So what I do, I don't know why you can't see it. But there we go. There's my radar. And I'm just trying to track him. And I get him locked on my radar. And I tell, well, you can't see, not yet, but I basically say he's next to the F-15. Chat spamming. I ping the map first, and then I say in chat, next to the F-15, F-16. And then I point my nose down, back at this valley that I know he's gonna fucking cross again, and there he is. So you can't see it, but I shoot an ER. That's an ER. That ER is never going to hit because he's already flat. He's already, you can see right here, he's already chaffing it. And he's already in the multipath. Both of my friendlies are behind him, or in front of him. So this is not good. This is just not good. But what he's also 6.8 kilometers away. And what was I telling you beforehand? Our 27 ETs, they're weird. So I shoot it off. And long story short, that's a dead Typhoon. Because he's not flaring, he's not notching, he's not flaring, he's not chaffing. Well, he's not flaring, so he just eats it. He's trying to kill the F-15. That's just the freest ET. And there's no plane other than Russian planes that can do shit like that. There's no plane in the game that has those ET radar missiles other than the Russians that you can do shit like that. Because if I was in, well, like this is 13.0. So if I was in an F-15A, I would have an AIM-7M or an AIM-9M. Which one of those missiles is getting that kill? I'll tell you right now, it's neither of them. I might kill him after the merge. You know, like he merges with my F-15. My F-15 lives or dies. I have no fucking idea. And then I might be able to kill him with the radar missile after he tries to split S, turn around to kill him again. But like, there's no missile in the game like the ETs, and they are terrifying. And that's why I kind of like this plane and also the MiGs, because those R-27 ETs are just are just so fun to use. But anyways, thanks for watching. That's 5 kills, 5 human players in a 14.0 game with the Su-27. Just to reiterate, I don't think this plane somewhat fits the meta, but it does fill a niche hole that a lot of planes don't fill, and that is you have a missile for any engagement. You just have a lot of you're like the multi-tool of fucking top tier. Like F-15s, they have specific ways they kill you. They either kill you with a 9M or they kill you with the radar missile. They have to set it up perfectly, you know. Either shoot their fucking Fox 3s off, turn around, fly next to their base, yada yada yada. This thing, This thing, you kind of like, you just fly around, and whenever you fight, you have a missile to kill him. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.